What's up, guys? I'm driving right now down to downtown Salt Lake to the currency exchange. Gonna cash in some money for some euros because I am going to Europe to buy my dream car. So tag along with me today and enjoy the ride. It's gonna be an awesome one. Here we go. Yeah, I know. My windshield's broken. It's been broken for months. Dave, you don't have to say anything about it. I will get it fixed eventually when I'm required to. But since they did away with safety inspection, I don't really need to. So, sorry guys.
Not including the fee.
So we're here at Utah Currency Exchange. They have all these different options.
And we're here 10 to 7, Monday through Saturday.
And look at this view. They got a bunch of rainbow trout in the pond right next door. I don't know if you can see all that, but there's a bunch of rainbow trout in there. Actually, I'll go over here in the light.
I would be in serious trouble if I left her landed down there.
Like albino rainbow trout. Now we're headed off. So we got our euros, and now we're leaving the Utah Currency Exchange and heading to Greece. Going to check in. At the airport, getting ready to head out. Leaving Salt Lake City. Here we are, getting ready to board. They just announced that everyone can board. And gonna be a 9-hour flight now, somewhere around that, to Amsterdam, and then from Amsterdam we're going down to Athens, and Athens to Kefalonia, and picking up the car. So we just landed in Amsterdam and now headed to our terminal. We've got a couple hours to spare, so we'll be able to find out where we're actually going. Kind of neat. We're the only people heading to Greece off of our flight, so looking forward to getting some good Dutch food and moving on.
Look at, they have like yoga and stuff here.
You can see Lindsay's super excited about the weird sex swings they have in the airport lobby. She thinks everything here is the red light district.
Look at that. Go.
We're on the plane, closing all the doors and getting ready to take off. We'll be sitting here for quite a while. Wish us luck. Hopefully we can go to sleep and get some rest. Wake up with the rally driving to Germany.
So we just landed here in Athens, pulling off the plane. Something's wrong with my microphone, so it's not working, so I gotta do a voiceover here. Check out this sign. I don't know how we're gonna read anything. Luckily, it looks like most of it's in English, so. So just got our rental car. It's a brand new Audi A3 1.6 liter TDI. I was kind of excited about that, so I want to pop the hood here, show you a walk around of the car, just kind of look and see what looks different than the US 2 liter. So far, not much looks different, but it's a pretty dang clean car, and hopefully we're getting good fuel mileage. I only have to fill up once on this trip. Otherwise, the tolls and the fuel will be dipping into my rally money. Hope you guys like it. So Lynn's booked us a food tasting excursion while we're here in Athens, and so we had to take the train. And so we're sitting down here underground, quite a few floors underground. There's actually a couple train stations above us, but we're sitting here waiting for the train to pick us up, and we're going to go up the hill a ways and meet up with our food guide. And he's going to take us around to a bunch of different places and kind of show us the meat market and the spice market and then the fruits and vegetables. So you might see some pretty gory stuff here in a minute from the meat market. Heads up. So this is our guide Dimitri here. He's going to take us on a tour through the meat market. It looks like we timed this just right because we're here for Greek Orthodox Easter, and so they were doing lots of lamb. You can see all the lamb here in the video, and then they don't have anything like this here in Utah, but they've got this meat market, and then you go down another street and you'll see here's a seafood market. They have all sorts of seafood. Kind of neat, everything's all fresh. And he walked through, he was telling us about the different types of fish and what's unique to this area. Back in Utah, we're used to like bringing in salmon from Alaska or seafood from the Pacific Ocean, and I didn't recognize hardly any of this stuff. Even with my history of fish farming, doing tropical fish, a lot of these fish I'm not familiar with, but it's really neat to see. And then after we went through these fish market and the meat market, he took us down another one, and it was like all the spices, and then they had tons of different olives and different fruits and vegetables. And then after that, we went to a couple different restaurants that I'll highlight here in a minute. So those are prawns or crawfish. I asked him if they ever do crawfish boils. He said no. Didn't know what it was. Told me he's missing out. And they got huge head-on shrimp, big old lobster. Felt like Linz was in heaven. Sorry, there's no sound. For some reason, the microphone that I got for the GoPro, whenever I would plug it in, it would cancel the sound on the GoPro. And so there was times on this trip when I was trying to use the mic, like right now. So these are all different kinds of nuts. But there's different times when I was trying to use the microphone, and a lot of the video got messed up because of it, which really sucks. Kind of ruined all my video from the trip. But then you'll see here in a little bit when we go to the Acropolis, they actually will not let you take a microphone up toward the Acropolis. So they told me I had to take it off and leave it with them, and then I left it with them, and all my video from that section was really good and had good sound. So I don't know if I'll use a microphone ever again on the GoPro. If anybody's got a good mic recommendation that doesn't ever fail them, I'd like to hear it. Chime in right now in the comments below. Here's the fruits and vegetables. Really cool. When we got to the end of this row, there was a stand with a ton of different kinds of olives, and the guy just let you sample whatever you wanted. So we started chowing down on olives, ended up buying a couple bags here, you can see it. And we just snacked on olives the rest of the day. And then he took us to a bunch of these little boutique shops that sell spices and things, and really wish we could have got sound of all this. She's telling Lindsay and I all about it, but real bummer, but what can you do? So this was just kind of a pit stop because we had a day before we needed to get to the island to meet up with the seller of the car. So we stayed one day in Athens. Little like ice cream shop, coffee shop. They had these really good little donuts. They cover them with honey and sugar. It says on the wall there, Lucamotas. I can't pronounce that. Go ahead and make fun of me. There she's putting the syrup all over them, or honey all over them, and then she'll douse them with some cinnamon and sugar. So we were getting ready to leave with him because he was just doing the food tour for us, and he asked us what we were going to do. We said, oh, we want to go up to see the Acropolis. And he says, well, you're going to have to walk up this way anyways. If you guys want, I'll take you there. So he actually ended up staying with us for about 4 more hours, showing us around the architectural of the city. And at the end of it, I felt horrible because we only paid him for the food tour. So I ended up giving him a good tip for all the help. So this here is, as you're going up to the Acropolis, there's this big rock, and I guess this is it's supposed to be sacred ground. This is the rock where, if you're familiar with the Bible, the Apostle Paul says, upon this rock I will build my church, and everybody says this is it. So there's tons and tons of people up on the top, like praying, meditating, doing yoga. Real interesting. It's kind of really good view. You could see out over all of Athens. It's like, I think that's the Temple of Zeus down below us there. You might have got a glimpse of it for a second. Could have cut this all out, but I'd like to look back at it and remember it, so I included it. So there you can see up on the hillside, there's the Acropolis. It's pretty amazing construction. But I mean, it ain't no Volkswagen Rallye Golf. Still pretty cool though. Here we are, walking in. I'm wearing Lindsay's man bag here.
See, off in the distance down here is the Olympic Stadium. Temple of Athena, Parthenon. So we're at a stoplight here in Athens, just getting ready to leave Athens and head to Kefalonia. We're gonna pass the canal, which I'll try to get some video of. It's supposed to be a really cool area. They dug this canal so that ships could pass through on the Mediterranean and not have to go all the way around. But here we go. So we pulled up just barely on this awesome Scirocco. I know everybody's really wishing that they had one of those right now in the US, but I'm with you.
Continue for 20.
And this one's for Dave right here, this sweet old Audi. I think that's considered a B4. If I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, I don't know Audis. Just passing the ocean here. Oh wait, that's not the ocean, that's the Mediterranean. On our way to Patras. There's that Scirocco again. Woo-wee! What a cool car. Check out this cool little Citroen C2. It's a good looking little car there, huh? Just coming up on this little Volkswagen Caddy right here. Why can't we get these in America? So we're here at another toll, waiting in line. Okay, so I know all you guys out there that are TDI fans, I just ran into the Holy Grail. TDI Amarak 4Motion. Look how freaking beautiful this car is. Let's get a video of that for me. Not videoing it. So here we are in Petra. You can see it's a ocean front here. Got a Golf GTI in front of us, Mark III. First one I've seen on the whole trip, but kind of exciting. We're gonna be loading on the ferry here in a minute to head to Kefalonia. So here we are, Patras, going to load onto this Levante ferry and head to Kefalonia. Wish me luck. So here we are, Patras, gonna go to this cafe real quick before we enter the ferry, load up the car. But look at how cool this town is. All this just seaside hotels, restaurants. There's another ferry that takes you over to Italy. Kind of cool. Loading inside for Kefalonia. Hey, lovely lady. You didn't want to get by a window? On the ferry. Ferry's just backing up right now. You got a dock right there. So we just got off of the
Yeah, it was supposed to be that one. This one.
just got off the boat, driving through Kefalonia, headed to see the car. So now I know why the guy I'm buying the rally from had a rally on an island outside of Greece. Look at these roads. That's a slow driver. But it's just turn after turn.
Just letting you go. Near Toast Beach. We are headed down there. You have to take that road all the way down there.
Okay, so this is crazy. I got the cheapest hotel we could find. Living space is pretty good. We got this huge private balcony. It overlooks the center square out here. There's a bunch of restaurants and stuff below us. And then if you go over here to the left, it overlooks the water. We're actually going to be going down there in just 1 minute to meet up with the guy to see the rally for the very first time. So here we go. He's here. So here we go. Just on pull up. The BMW 1 Series there. There's my Rallye Golf. It's got the brake ducts. Awesome. No fog lights. Darn it. Not stock interior. Rockers look pretty clean. Paint looks pretty good. Aftermarket exhaust. No tow hook. Ugh. Well, oh man, rockers look pretty dang good. Looks like it's had an aftermarket cage. It's got a couple bolts there in the front. Not bad. Looks like the mirrors have been painted. So this was totally sketchy. I found this trucking company based out of, I believe it was Albania, and he agreed to tow the truck from Greece all the way to Mannheim, Germany.
First
It
Mark
was
II
only
we've
like
seen on the road.
$400.
Europe.
Way cheaper than shipping in the US. So you can see a tracking log, all these maps showing where the car went. And
these three
I
cars, they're probably the
took
only
precautions with that tracking device
three
because I was a little
fixed up cars
sketched
we've
out by
seen
having
the whole
him
time that we've
haul
been
it for
here.
me. But I made it.
And
So here it
this
is.
last Beamer right here, I think that's I don't know, E39 or something like that, but he gave it the gas and the whole back end wanted to break loose, so I got some stuff done to him. Taking the dip real slow. Welcome back to the channel. I have some great news today. So the Golf Rallye is getting delivered today. I got to wake up from my son today saying, hey, is the Golf Rallye going to be here today? I said, yeah. He says, awesome. So he's about as excited as I am, maybe a little more excited, but we'll have some awesome footage of it getting unloaded from the truck hopefully and get you guys seeing the car. It's been about 2.5 months since I saw it out in Europe, so I'm pretty amped up. So this is real exciting. I got the phone call about 10 minutes ago. The truck is here, and I'm just pulling up on it. Oh, there he is right there. And there is my Golf Rallye. Woo woo. He's parked at the wrong place, so I'm gonna have to pull over on the side of the road here and flip around to go get it. Gotta love it. So he parked about, I don't know, 4 blocks down the street from where it's supposed to be. But if they weren't doing the construction on this road, it wouldn't be a problem. But here it is. He's unloading it now, it looks like. Rallye Golf. I'm like 4 blocks that way, but you're good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine. Just as I said.
Yeah, you're fine. This is a little more busy sometimes, but right now,
It's not.
yeah, not bad.
Let me get the paper.
Rallye Golf is here. Like some sap, bird poop or something there maybe. See if they actually shipped the starter with it. Oh, they didn't take the starter out of the car. That parcel tray is a little broken. That was normal.